Kimberly.
I'm Nina.
I'm Brittany.
I'm Faye.
And we are not your typical AP US government and politics teachers.
Did you know that the American dream is the belief that each American has the freedom to pursue a better life? A nice house, a better car or two, and a more comfortable existence than our parents?
Keyword belief.
Having said that, we are a society who are significantly influenced by our culture.
Today's topic that will be discussed is political culture.
Political culture is a set of values that are shared by a majority of country citizens that can influence political behaviors and opinions. Freedom is precious. For example, individual freedoms guarantee civil liberties and protections of infringements upon citizens, which is one of the American democratic values. But more on that later.
U.S. political culture values a sense of community, therefore creating support for the democratic process.
Basically, political culture allows the political system to function.
Democracy is not guaranteed, therefore the citizens must continue to practice these values.
Continue with the subject of values, today we'll be discussing some American democratic values.
According to the Article 6 of the Constitution, the political decisions shall stem from the will of the majority, expressed by means of a free vote. The majority's decisions must heed the protection of the minorities.
In simple terms, it means although democracy is based upon majority rule, the rights of the minorities must be guaranteed. And now for a clip.
What are you doing with red, white, and blue puzzle?
Red, white, and blue is the American flag, duh! It leads us to the Pledge of Allegiance, which states freedom and justice for all.
Oh, this of course leads to the democratic values of equality.
No, you're stupid.
You're stupid.
Order in the courts. As the American people, we value the belief that every individual is equal before the law and in the political process.
Objection, Your Honor, but equality is not always justice.
As capitalists, we must obtain our capital or private property. You see, ownership of property is protected by the law and supported by the capitalist system.
A house's foundation should be stronger than the house's appearance.
No, the appearance is more important than the foundation.
Compromise. If the foundation is both strong and decorated, then the house will be balanced or equal. As President Lincoln, the 16th U.S. President, once said, "A house divided cannot stand." Elaborating on the subject of compromise and limitations, the U.S. has a limited government. This means that the powers of the government are restricted in a democracy by the will of the people and the law.
As you can see, we're a society that socializes on diverse subjects. One of these subjects is politics.
Political socialization is the process by which citizens acquire a sense of political identity. For example, family often shapes political party identification.
Other individuals who help our political socialization are opinion leaders. These individuals are held in great respect because of their positions, expertise, and personality. Therefore, they may informally and intentionally exercise influence.
It is also important to consider events that may instill positive or negative attitudes. For example, the Watergate scandal created mistrust of the government.
Why are you raising your hand?
I want to share my opinion.
Okay, what's your opinion?
Public opinion is a collection of shared attitudes of many different people in matter relating to politics, public issues, or the making of public policy.
Did you know public opinion is shaped by people's political culture and political socialization, and it's analyzed according to distribution, intensity, and stability?
And now to get to the measuring of it, public opinion is a complex process that usually conveys unreliable results.
Hey, straws, that reminds me of something.
Yeah, sounds familiar.
Straw polls. We're using the early polling in the U.S., and this is one process of asking the same question of a large number of people.
Ah, yes, straw polls. However, did you know that they were unreliable because they do not necessarily include a cross-section of the general population of the United States?
Oh, for example, in the case of FDR and Alf Landon elections, FDR was predicted to be defeated.
After dwelling in the past, it's time to come to the present. Modern polling began in the 1930s when George Gallup helped develop the use of scientific polling process, which includes
sampling, preparing valid questions, controlling how the poll is taken, analyzing and recording results.
Step 1 is the sampling. It is the process of selecting random individuals to participate in the poll.
Step 2 is preparing the valid questions. In order to have a correct and clear sampling, questions should be phrased, ordered in a manner that does not lead the respondent to a particular answer. So the question should be clear, fair, and unbiased.
Step 3, controlling how the poll is taken. In order to control how the poll is taken, the respondent must have some knowledge of the issues addressed in the poll, and the pollster's appearance and the tone do not influence responses.
And last, certainly not the least, analyzing and reporting results. Reporting the results of polls without providing information about how the poll was conducted may result in sampling errors, or when the poll that was taken can lead to misinformation and errors.
Taking it back to the idea of beliefs and values, ideology is a consistent set of beliefs.
Political ideology, on the other hand, is a set of beliefs about politics and public policy that creates the structure for looking at government's public policy. However, note that political ideologies can definitely change over time.
Such ideologies include being radical, liberal, moderate, conservative, or reactionary.
Number 1, radicals. They favor rapid, fundamental change in existing social, economic, or political order, may be willing to resort to extreme means, even violence or revolution, to accomplish such change.
2, liberals. They support active government in promoting individual welfare and supporting civil rights, and accepts peaceful political and social change within the existing political system.
3rd, moderate. The political ideology that falls between liberal and conservative, and which may include some of the both, usually thought of as tolerant of others' political opinions and not likely to hold extreme views on issues.
4th, conservatives. They promote a limited governmental role in helping individuals economically. They support traditional values and lifestyles. They favor a more active role for government in promoting national security, and they approach change cautiously.
Lastly, reactionary, a political ideology that advocates a return to a previous state of affairs, often a social order or government that existed earlier in history.
Today you learned a political culture is a set of basic values and beliefs about a country or government that is shared by most of its citizens. America is heterogeneous, which means diverse, so its society has many political cultures. Democracy is not guaranteed. In order to ensure democracy, political concepts must be practiced. Political socialization is the process of citizens acquiring a political identity. Several factors influence the process of political socialization. Public opinion is a collection of ideas and attitudes about government that are shared by the general public. Public opinion is shaped by an individual's political culture and political socialization. Public opinion polls are the most reliable measure of public opinion. Modern polling began in the 1930s with George Gallup. Today, polling is more scientific and based on statistical analysis. An ideology is a consistent set of beliefs. A political ideology is beliefs based on politics and public policy. Ideological placement on a political spectrum may include classification as radical, liberal, moderate, conservative, or reactionary.
We're gonna play this in class.
Yeah, we are.
Wait, let me do it again. Hang on.
Second person freezes and then freezes.